At the Hadley School for the Blind, our mission is to promote independent living through lifelong distance education for individuals who are blind or visually impaired, their families, and blindness service providers. We are dedicated to providing our students with the courses, tools, and resources they need most to succeed in school, in business, and in daily life.
As old as I am, I'm sure you'd agree that I've had many different wonderful experiences. But I think the day I became a student at Hadley has to be just about number one. As soon as I became a student, a whole world, new world opened up.
I was prevented from getting my high school diploma before starting with Hadley because of both personal and educational challenges, having to beg teachers to enlarge stuff or pay to have it enlarged myself. I just didn't like school before I started with Hadley. Luckily that's changed now. Everything's already adapted. You don't have to try to struggle with a form of assignment that you're not comfortable with. I think the biggest thing that's different about Hadley is that everyone wants you to succeed.
One of the main reasons that I started taking Hadley courses at all was that I had decided that I wanted to learn Braille. When I started, it was, I had some definite goals in mind in terms of wanting to be able to read to my grandchildren, use the Braille and ordinary things around the house. But once I got into it, I was having so much fun I couldn't stop, and I then knew that I had to take all 4 courses. Hadley is a wonderful place to learn. It's such a supportive environment from beginning to end.
I stopped going to the Florida School for the Blind because I had a 7-hour trip to and from the school every Friday and Sunday. So that just got to be too much. I was, 7 hours there, 7 hours back, and it's just a lot easier taking classes at home. I wouldn't have been able to do that without Hadley, so I'll get to move on. Get to go on to massage therapy, which is what I want to do, or work with animals, or do whatever I want to do. It's just a great school. You can take your time, you can work at your own pace. I loved it.
What makes the Hadley School so unique? It's our unparalleled capacity to change lives around the world, utilizing distance education, one student at a time.
I have been teaching for 10 years at the Oklahoma School for the Blind. I've always taught 7th and 8th grade. Over the past couple of years, I've specialized in math and science, which has given me a great opportunity to share my love of math and science with my students. I feel that Hadley offers tools to the students that they couldn't get otherwise, or couldn't get without using a lot of extra resources. For example, right now, I have a student who has always wanted to learn French. There are no French courses available in Braille for her to take. You're offering her an opportunity to learn something she couldn't otherwise learn.
It is refreshing to know that you can actually get your high school diploma and you're not stuck at a certain age, at late 20s, early 30s. You're not worthless. My biggest thing that I learned at Hadley would have to be determination. I'm no longer a high school dropout, that I could actually accomplish anything that I feel free I can do. It's just an achievement.
Our daughter Ayushi is visually impaired. When she was 6 weeks old, she was diagnosed with cataracts. And during the surgery on her one eye, she was at a very infant tender age. She became critical during one surgery and released from hospital under hospice care. Doctors diagnosed her with vision impairment, cerebral palsy, and seizure disorders, to name a few. Prognosis continued to sound very grim, and Ayushi continued to make amazing progress and proved everyone wrong. Our involvement with Hadley has put us on the path of success as Ayushi's parents. Hadley is a guiding light, providing education to visually impaired, their families, professionals all around the world, and making difference in their lives.